Hey, buddy. No, not yet. Hey, everyone. I was starting up the event, and my tablet likes to do phantom taps occasionally, and it was like, hey, let's end the event. I was like, no. Let's see. A little light. Yeah, but he has to wear shirts now because his belly is getting sore spots again, and we're not sure if it's him licking it or some other cause. But just to play it safe, he just got prescribed some antibiotics. Yeah, week has been fast going by. Here comes Jess, and sounds like chirping too. Hmm? So you're gonna wear that?
Maybe. You took over Ruthie's spot.
Oh yeah, B's up there.
Right over the Ruthie won't be joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah, we have a rat family that moved in outside, and Ruthie's on rat patrol. We think that they're hiding from sight because it's cold out. It's like below freezing already. So she's waiting for them to show their fuzzy little faces.
Hi, Harley. Are you gonna come out?
Harley's on the bed in the main bedroom. Yeah, she's got this is a heated jacket. It's been cold enough outside that it downstairs gets chilly, and so she's fighting it.
John's office is a nice 70 degrees, where my area is 64 degrees.
I got my computer's a space heater. Job status? I will be starting a new job on the 22nd.
23rd?
20, I think it's 22nd. 22nd. And 22nd, 23rd, so.
Whatever that Monday is?
Yeah.
Right?
So I get a week off, and then I start the next job. And that's pretty much how things went from going from the Air Force to civilian life with a week off. Mm-hmm. No, that was a weekend off.
Yep, we got snow. Is it sticking where we are? Let's see.
It was earlier, and then it melted.
Nope, it's not sticking.
Trillian and Penny are in here. Harley, Dorian, Beatrice. Did I have a cat booger on my face?
No, he has a honey-do list to do, Ghosties.
Yeah.
I'll be working all next week, so.
I'll be like at home, sleeping! And Jess goes, here you go, it's a list. Well, if you get the list done on Monday, then you can sleep in it on Tuesday.
Well, you still gotta feed the cats.
Yeah, true. We have to roll Dorian's sleeves up because he likes to pull his arms through. He tucks it like this, and then he gets caught, and then somehow goes back through. And
congratulations, Kimberly. Fingers crossed for you.
Good luck with the interview. Yeah, interviews aren't fun. It'll be fun, or scary, exciting, all at once. And also learned the hard way that if you can't find your camera that mounts on top of the monitor, and you hook up your Brio, put that tripod right smack in front of the monitor, so you're not looking like you're looking off to the side. I had one interview where one of the guys claimed I was eating and drinking and browsing the web at the same time. I was like, what? That's crazy. No, it wasn't.
Hi, Lizzie. So glad you joined us.
Hey, Lizzie. Yeah, Jordan has several shirts.
This one was personally made for him.
Yeah.
It's like his tuxedo for the wedding.
We still have his tuxedo, but it's a little big in the arms. He'll slip it easily.
What you doing, B? Just be not causing trouble. Okay.
Is this beef?
Sick day, Lizzie. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. That's a good point, Ghosties, because we couldn't figure it out. Hi, buddy. Dorian's starting antibiotics tonight.
Yeah, he's getting some Clavamox pit in pill form. He gets 4 pills a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening.
His tummy is acting up again. Oh dear, look at it. Oh wow, this is not working at all. We're gonna have to put a cone on him.
How much? Yeah.
I have one. There's one.
Yeah. Well, have we actually seen him licking it?
It doesn't. Well, then what's causing this?
I don't know. I'm hoping it was. Yeah.
I don't know if he heard cone and he said, "I'm out of here."
He's got a sore on his belly. Well, the shirts helped last time. The other thing is if it's
get him back in.
If it's not a hot spot, I'm thinking it's like he tracked a bunch of leather into his bed and it was stuck to it. I think that could have agitated too.
Here's Dr. Marshall's email. So Dr. Marshall says, when I sent him the picture, my biggest concern is if this is a bacterial skin infection. And unless there are, what is this, pustules?
Mm-hmm. Pus pockets.
It's not the easiest thing to confirm, and I do not want to do a biopsy if I don't have to. It also looks like he's been scratching at it. I'd like him to start on antibiotics and see if he improves. I just want to use the Clavamox. Can you pick up some meds? Would you like us to call into the pharmacy? There aren't too many skinny skin diseases in cats. If it's not an infection, there's a very rare chance it could be a secondary to some symptomatic issue like cancer. I hate to type that because I've never diagnosed that before, but with you, I always like to be open and honest about what I'm thinking. So Dr. Marshall saw him last Thursday, and remember when we told you he was hissing at growling at Dr. Marshall when he touched his tummy? And Dr. Marshall was concerned about what it looked like. We didn't notice it, and then all of a sudden it just has, every day it's getting worse. So that's why yesterday we talked to Dr. Marshall. We have the Clavamox tonight.
They have a cat outfit, complete recovery suit here for $12.
Yeah, the donut would be nice. There's a donut one too.
This one's February 14th delivery. There's a donut. There's a slice of bread. They got lots of different colors. There's baby blue, camouflage.
Is that his tummy or yours?
That's his tummy. He just farted too.
How do you know?
I could smell it. This one had, oh, jeez, boy. That wasn't his tummy, that was his butt.
Yeah, pustules, like pimples, yeah.
I'll go for the baby blue one. And let's check out one of these donuts. They have pineapple, fish donut. Bee was real cuddly this morning. She went underneath a blanket next to me, curled up, and started nursing on her belly. Let's see.
He does have a flannel. He has a red flannel, but we don't have the. He didn't. It's too. The sleeves are super long on the red flannel.
Yeah, he pops the arms easily on it.
He has another flannel, but it's too loose. I wonder if we should be putting like the ointment that we put on Eddie's penis area on here. We've been having a lot of old cat issues this week. Dorian, Jillian needed her butt cleaned last night.
And she's not old. So you want to get...
Look at her. Look at Penny.
She's totally bogarting the heat. You want a donut, a slice of bread. There's other ones like shark, fish donut, and pineapple.
I don't have an opinion.
Let's see which one. I like the slice of bread one because it's not thick. It's not, it still will stop them, but it's not overly wide. Like this is really wide. The donut one. Donut one doesn't even have a price.
It's kind of what's going to get here tomorrow, really.
Yeah. It's looking like, let's see. It's Monday.
Chili needs another butt shave. She does. Yesterday, last night we were dealing with the rat family that was super active. Bee came down, and Ruthie was redirecting her frustration and immediately went after Bee. There was a chase up the stairs. Ruthie stopped, looked around, and then within seconds, the next thing you see is Trillian hauling butt after Ruthie. Trillian gets really bulldogish.
I found Ruthie in the window and Trillian up on the tower right outside of the window.
It's like a cascade effect of the hissing and the growling between all of them. It's an interesting, but not, when I say interesting, not in a fun way, dynamic. So you have a meeting at 8:15, is that right?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Monday.
You don't have your training thing tonight at 8:15? It's on your calendar.
Oh, yeah, I do. What did she... He did something here. Let me go back. Dorian's being a bulldozer. Is typically not appreciated. Overnight by 8 a.m.
Being a creepy old man.
No, there's only the one big dog collar.
No, I said he's being a creepy old man.
I'm talking about this.
Yes, it's a heater wrap, Lizzie. I got it yesterday. It's like a warm big hug. Except I don't particularly love like how it feels here, like all up in my ears. It's very nice. It goes up to like 130, so it's on 100 right now. Let's see how high it goes. Whoa, it goes up to 150.
You're gonna get burned.
I'm not gonna go up. Like 120 gets a little warm for me.
This one's Sunday, Saturday.
Anyway, it's very nice. It's very soft. After this, I'm gonna go lay on the recliner with Libby.
And she's gonna soak up all your heat.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go watch Zoe. I think I'm 2 weeks behind Ghosties. Very good. Get up 150 is insane. Oh, they will like it. But so on our Cat Lovers Academy, we posted today about the resource guide that we have that has all of our, like how much items we have in the house. So far, no one's guessed the correct answers. Hi, Kirby.
Okay. Looks like Sunday is the day for deliveries. Barring snow. Both of those items came out to $25.
What, you got 2 items?
Yeah, the whole
Oh, you
shirt.
got an outfit?
Yeah, large healing suit. And the slice of bread because it's dinner. The only thing I was concerned about the donut is either with his neck size, it'd be like.
He's just sitting in there, just licking away, looking at his
he is
shirt.
looking at it.
He's looking at his shirt. What's the wrap called? Let's see. It is called the Heating Pad Wrap, extra large, by Cure Choice. It was $40. Let me see if I can show you the picture of it. And when Penny was attacking the window last night, or this afternoon, because they were there in the middle of the day, I went running with it, ripped it out of the socket.
Oh, have you posted about the boys yet?
No.
Got an update.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, they can see it. Kind of. You can go a little closer.
Last Harley.
Yeah.
Look at Harley, you missing it, dear.
Oh, Sneaker and Dodger. Is it Sneaker and Dodge or Dodger?
Dodger and Sneaker.
Well, they ended up having to be returned through no fault of their adopters. They did everything right. They have a dog that was showing some aggression towards the boys, and they got a trainer for him, and it didn't work. And they're absolutely in love with the boys, but in this case, in the best plan for everyone was to have them return to the shelter. They're currently in another foster care situation. We had already we knew about this for a little bit, but we already agreed that we will not foster them because we already got one of the litter.
No, we weren't fostering them because we don't have the energy right now.
Yeah, that too.
Other things. I would have liked to have fostered them, but it doesn't make sense. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. No, I'm going to show her this. Come on. You want some treats or no?
Since nobody's on top of the tower, I'm going to angle it down a little bit so you can see the keys in front of the can.
Ready? Come on. Come here.
Especially her doing the clicker games.
Spin. Oh, Daddy's distracting you. Okay, sit. Paw.
I forgot something very important
here. Kiss.
Coffee.
Can you spin? Okay. Spin. Spin. Gotta keep going.
Like I did.
Spin, and sit. She's adorable. Up.
She's starting to lead sometimes, and she has to wait till she gets the right command. Or does the right command. But when she realized that this actions gives her treats, she runs when she hears the clicker. She starts purring immediately. It's the best thing ever.
She follows me all over the kitchen. Harley hates coffee. So which cats are not in the room right now?
Peaches jumped over.
Trillian, Nakia, Dorian, Eddie, Ruthie, Libby. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. That's who's not in the room. Ruthie's not coming tonight. She sends her best regards. She's busy. She's otherwise engaged.
I hope nobody was out there.
No. Yeah, I think Dodger and Sneakers will fine. They're such great cats, and that's what the lady kept saying. She's just like, it's so hard because they had 2 young sons that were very close to the cats, but they were really worried about their safety, and they didn't want to wait too much longer because the boys are still teenagers, and they felt like, you know, waiting any longer. But they were just fabulous parents, and I loved communicating with them. Yeah, I don't think you. Yeah, exactly. Lizzie says we couldn't confine them to the foster room any longer.
Yeah, they'd be too big.
They're too big, and I'm pretty sure some of the fosters will actually let them be in the house out and about, especially if they don't have other cats. So hopefully they're in that position. But the lady that was, you know, the former mom kept saying, "How great they are," and I kept saying, "I know, because we have one of them. They're cut from the same cloth."
Yeah, it's like we really, really lucked out with Harley. She is too awesome. Not saying that the other cats aren't awesome. They're all special in their own special way, but she's just really special. Like Bee's a special kind of crazy. Trillian is a different kind of special crazy.
Is a shelter challenge that they're voting for you for, dear?
Yeah, it's like Tiny Kittens won last time, but in order to claim the prize money, they had to pay something like $400 in fees. I think probably because they're in Canada. But so to everybody at Tiny Kittens wants somebody to vote for, and since Perfect Palace was already in the lead, it's like they were helping them clinch it.
Nice. No, Perfect Palace. Ooh, did she hit her head? No.
No, she didn't. She hit her paws hit the podium.
Harley has another tunnel downstairs, and she likes to carry. Well, today she carried it right to the fountain and had it positioned so that the fountain hit, and it just went
Right
water
down
everywhere.
I think. Yeah, Kirby, you're right. If she would like hold out a donut and click that thing, I'd be doing all kinds of tricks too. Penny's like, Dad, can you turn the heat on again? Hold on, I'll do just that. I'll take it up 1 degree.
Penny's taking a break from her rat watching. So everyone knows, the pest control guy will be here on Monday. It's been very disturbing for me to have this go on.
And it's disturbing the cats, which also disturbs her too. Additionally disturbing.
And then it all just rolls down to John getting the brunt of it.
Yeah. Like, John, fix this! And it's like I have a couple of the old workbenches. I still have the composite wood for that. So I got it lined up outside of the patio door, so when the rats are scurrying across, the cats couldn't see them. But then again, they just climbed up on top of the towers, but now they're on their own individual tower until one of the rats started to go in behind between the wood and the glass, and I had to reposition the wood.
And Penny full on attacks the slider window. She just like throws herself into it. What are you doing, Penny? Look at her face.
She's like, the heat just came on. Yay! At least she's letting some airflow around her. Harley would totally cover up the vent. It's like a middle of the night if I need to use the bathroom. I'm thinking, it's like, it's warm in here. It's nice and warm. And then Harley comes scooting in and then plops right on it and blocks all the heat.
Nope, no cats have tried to eat the rats yet because there is a barrier between them. And I will have an absolute... The cats and I will be moving to a hotel if that happens.
Chris is doing well.
Yep.
He's still got his job and everything's looking good there.
No, these rats though are huge. Let me see if I can show you a picture. Like
The fat one, the mama rat, I think was like about this big.
It's disgusting. Chris actually is going in for a driver's permit test next week. So that's exciting.
Hey, Jean. We also had some sort of mole issue because
We have a lot of issues right
yeah.
now. Just
It's
so
like
you all
the
know.
moles are like forming tunnels and holes all throughout the yard. You know, I did a lot of cleaning upstairs in the front yard, and they're coming through and poking holes through everything.
Can you see it?
Oh, has it come up yet? Yep, bright and clear.
That's the big one.
Now, there's not much for a scale there, but
Okay, I'll have no problem finding you a scale.
yeah, it's definitely a wreck because it has the long bald tail. We were hoping that was like a vole or um, some other small rodent other than rats or mice. We weren't so lucky. Yep, that's good. That's our concrete slab of the porch right there.
That's disgusting.
And that's currently where they're nesting under. Like a whole family of rats. We will, Lizzie. We'll wish him good luck. Lizzie said to wish Chris good luck for us.
Yeah,
Did
we
you know?
will.
Did you know it was a tear there?
Yep. That was $3 when I bought it years ago. Well, I would imagine he wants to learn to drive instead of taking his bike in this weather. It's pretty nasty out there right now. Maybe I'll go out and get ice cream for myself. It's not my fault that you keep doing these meetings. I'm a little bitter, just so everyone hasn't realized.
It's like I'm doing cross training with my coworker. You know.
No, and the person that's replacing him.
But yeah, I won't go into that. But like I like me and a coworker are good friends, so I'm doing this for him really, because he's got so much on his plate right now.
We do have snow here, but not much is sticking yet.
Well, it's a job that's for references. He's gonna be the first one, so I want him to love me.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he already does. Where are you at, Kirby?
Oregon.
Where? Oh.
Oregon. Portland.
Oh, sorry. Did you already say that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, yes, I think I knew that. Sorry.
When we took that day trip down
Yes, I remember. I'm sorry, Kirby. Now I remember. Yeah, 2021. I would have rather been stayed in 2020.
Because we were used to 2020.
It was a good year this year. It's been blah. So of course we're super busy this weekend and next week because of the holiday. So like this is the first time we've been busy in over 2 months. And what does it do? It snows. So if Bellevue gets 6 inches of snow on Saturday, like they're saying, there's no way I want my sitters. Every place that they have, all the houses have giant hills. So there's no way I'm letting them go to these houses. So then I have to call I can go, but it doesn't make sense coming from here. So then I have to call their neighbors to go and do the cats, which is always yucky because you feel like you let them down. Why couldn't it have snowed when we had no jobs?
Beatrice always loves the laser pen. Always has. She will go tearing up and down the house, back and forth.
Yeah, Ruthie likes it too, and sometimes they'll play without even getting mad at each other.
Ruthie loves to chase and go up the walls. So sit there and just jump, boing, boing, boing.
These are our own cats. We are not fostering right now. We have taking a break, but we wanted to come on and connect with everybody each week.
Yeah, we're holding off on fostering until the whole job situation fully stabilizes. I start on the 22nd, 23rd, a week after next, and just have to
play it by ear.
Yeah. I think the biggest shocker on this one is that the job pays monthly instead of bi-monthly.
Oh, there's a couple of shockers on it,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you want me to go into it.
No, let's not. Yeah, the problem with the snow here is that when it compacts really well on the street and then it freezes. There's about 100 yards on either direction of my house that always freezes on a solid block of ice. Something about the ground density or something. It's cold and stays cold. Yep, Sarah from Sarah's Cake and Cuddle Room. She has a pregnant mama cat that is expected to give birth in 2 or 3 weeks. She's very cute, torty, and a friendly torty. That's pretty shocking. I'm hearing that she seemed to have grown bumps on the side over the last day or two. Which cat is against the wall? That would be Penny. She's hogging the heat. Yes, Diane. I'll still be working from home. This is a 100% remote position. I will be working on AT&T applications, probably their consumer-facing side. When AT&T split out their development, all the business side went to IBM, and the Amdoc and the consumer side went to Amdocs. So I'll be working with Amdocs on the AT&T applications. So it's like funny how these circles run. Now, working from home does not mean more kids. Well, yeah, it does because we got 9 cats now. And if you're curious about Jess's wrap there, it's a heated wrap plugged in, it's cable at her feet. Jess functions a lot better when she's warm. That's why I moved my coffee over there. Or at least inside the tube. Let's see where Trillian is.
Okay, sorry about that. Lizzie's wrap is sort of scarf, like Wonder Woman. Yeah, well, 64 degrees and my hands are cold. It's actually very nice. But I don't like it on my shoulders too much. Don't attack her, Bee. It has a snap right here. My friend Kayla called me an old lady wearing it. Kind of mean. But she laughed. Bee. Be nice, Bee. Penny's tired because she's been pulling a couple all-nighters going after the ratters. Trying to be a ratter. Here comes Trilly Butt.
Trilly Butt, Trilly. Whoop. Trilly Popcorn Butt. She popcorned on my face.
Come through.
I got her some
with my hand.
Down here. She gets down.
Nope. Bye-bye, Chili. She's like, Mom molested me. Oh, I look like a superhero? Thank you. I kind of think I look like a football player. Catherine.
I'm surprised Harley did not hear them eating those snacks. Oh, it's like she can see her.
Yeah, well, because B was trying to do the little bop.
Oh.
B's a totally different kitty without Ruthie around. Oh, and what about the lady? Does this look like the lady from the Virgin Islands yesterday? No, she had a much cooler cape on. She had it like on her arms and.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you did. You watched her, but you didn't pay attention. You didn't know. You didn't notice them. So I have been begging John to call his parents for the last couple of weeks, and and then I forget to tell. And then what happened this morning?
They called.
At 9 a.m.
Woke us both up. And then I put it on speakerphone. She's like, ah.
They both got their first set of shots, so that's very, very exciting.
Vaccine, the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, they are in Ohio, so they're feeling really good, and we can hear the dogs rustling while on the phone.
Kind of like Harley and Penny.
Yeah, they have a puppy. Super cat mom. I like it. I'm the mama, the super mama.
With heat for kitties. All I could do is flip it around and it'd be like piled all up on you. But then you wouldn't be able to see because it'd be like right
They
in the
have
face.
like a lot of their own heaters. Oh, we have a new bed that we're trying out. Let me go get it for
It's a prototype from the cat ball.
from Jennifer.
Since we have lots of cats and a lot of heater pads, so she asked if we could try it out. And so far, the cats really like it. They're shunning a lot of their old and long time favored heating pads for it. Which vaccine did they get? I think I forget what it's called, but it's the first one that came out. The 2-shot version. Up there goes Trillian down the hallway.
Nikki is down in the laundry room. She doesn't want to be disturbed either. So this is the bed. B actually really likes it. See how plug it
And
is.
there's a little pocket here for one of the smaller heater pads. This is a K&H pet heating pad. Nice thing about it over ones designed for humans is they don't cut off after an hour or so. And they pretty much go into like a standby mode until pressure is put on them, and then they warm up.
Yep, they recently moved to Ohio. Yeah, they said they were having, okay, I was barely awake, but they were saying they were having snowdrifts. That's right.
Yeah, my parents moved there, I think, almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah, they used to live like about an hour.
Half hour north of us in Marysville. On a good day, it was a 20-minute drive.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's super cool that they actually really like it. The only thing is that Penny likes to, any of these heater pads that we have covered, she likes to dig them up and lay directly on it. So Penny, when she was on it, she did have it out like this. So we suggested John suggested Velcro here, as a thought. He doesn't like my kisses, so she gets a little
Wary.
yeah. I give them often.
I see she folded it over. Nope. That's a really tight seam stitch. I don't even, oh, it's 2 layers of fabric. Okay, I get it now. There's a padding underneath it. There's not some. There's just a thin layer of cloth. I think 2 layers separating the pad from the top, so they get all that glorious heat.
So, what's going on in Australia with their shots? With your how is the fake fox fur beds, ghosties?
We were thinking that the impression that we've been given is that we're likely to be vaccinated. The general populace to be able to be vaccinated, most likely in the fall of this year, if everything goes well. Mm-hmm. They're talking maybe summer, but nothing's ever that good.
Yeah, well, Ghosty send a picture. So 7 years over in Australia? I don't get that. Suck it up and pay for shipment on one of those beds. Not going to get over there anytime soon. 7 years until you can get here? Oh, Harley has not tried the this yet. So this is new. So Australia is getting ready to roll out the first vaccine. Okay.
Yeah, after trying this out, we got to thinking that maybe the cats want something more than a heater pad wrapped in a towel. We got the really big ones. They take a whole towel to wrap them, and we put some extra padding, or just put some extra padding underneath one of them, and sure enough, yep. And Dorian, we gave him. He had one of those towel heating pads setups that he loves, but then we gave him one of the beds, and now it's like we can't peel him out of that bed now. And then he starts rolling over and rolls out of the bed.
Rolls out of the bed, yeah. So, okay, so they did order new vaccines today, right? So they said by the end of July we might all be vaccinated. Interesting. Oh, she's liking it, dear. Is she looking at you, or is she looking at? She's trying out the bed.
She's looking at my fingers. Yeah. She's still a daddy's girl, though she is giving Mama some attention.
She does love me because I give out the food and the treats, and she does cuddle with me at night for a little bit.
The other day, Jess got up early and she showered before I made breakfast, and after she gets dressed, she does the clicker with the kitties. And I'm fixing breakfast, and all of a sudden
you hear meow meow meow.
Yeah, right? Harley's meowing, circling my feet, and all of a sudden I hear a click, and then it got real quiet. Mm-hmm. And I looked down, and Harley was nowhere around.
She's a very good cat. Self-feeding mats. Yep, we have 10 of those, David.
We have 3 of them on top of the stairs, which is a frequent
hangout
for the cats.
We have one in the dining room, and then we have a pile of them downstairs that Ruthie likes to lay on.
It's literally that thick, a stack of them, and she rearranges them, lays on them. Yeah, the self-heating mats that we have a little circle on one corner that has some catnip in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get them from the whole cat and caboodle in Redmond. And she makes them, and then she sells them for $20 for her rescue thing, her rescue organization. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Susie Q.
Harley and Penny back here are best buds. Penny's lost weight since we adopted Harley, which is not surprising considering that typically each morning and each evening the two are just rolling around. tackling each other. And Harley mostly always tackles Penny in such a way that Penny can just go boom, flatten her.
And Penny tells her off.
If Penny's done and Harley still wants to go, you start hearing the hissing and spitting.
I don't know that far, but last night.
No, it's a nice hit and spit. It's like, I'm done.
So last night John was in his work meeting, and then Penny was glued to the slider, and I was the only one like moving about. So Harley followed me all over the house. It was like wherever I went, she went, because her two other favorite things in the world were otherwise engaged. And so Penny was watching her entertainment last night.
Rat TV.
Yeah, and her tail was going like this, and so Harley was underneath the arcade, grabbing at her tail. Penny didn't even give her a care in the world.
I still need to fix that trim. There's like trim on the arcade that I hadn't noticed it came loose until I saw pictures of her kicking it out while she's trying to get underneath it so she can get Penny's tail.
Oh, PJ, that's great news. I'm so worried about these rats coming into the house. John promises me they can't.
Yeah, rats aren't. It's mice that tend to come into the house. As rats don't. At least they don't tend to work their way in, make their own way in. I did read last night that mice, like, well, they can basically chew through anything, though steel wool can stop them. So if you have mice and you find holes, fill them with steel wool. At least that's what I read on one exterminator site.
Only 3 of the cats are interested in the rats. Bees half-heartedly, and then Ruthie and Penny are glued.
Jess has a heated blanket that she loves. I mean, a weighted blanket.
I like it on my feet.
I don't like having weight on my feet. I can't get a decent night's sleep if something's pushing down on my feet. I just typically don't mind it if it's over me, just not my feet. Harley's giving a free promo in review.
Can you see her on camera?
Yep.
I'm not live. I'm just looking at the chat. You should take a screenshot and send it to Jennifer. Well, we just got the 2 best girls in house. I decided not to bring Libby up tonight because she can kind of get stressed. And who else are we missing? Nakia is in the laundry room, and you can't grab her from that spot without her doing some serious damage.
To us.
Yeah, and then Eddie's passed out on a heater bed, and just let him be. And I think everyone else otherwise. So quiet night tonight. Some nights we get everybody, and other nights we get just 3. Dorian was already up.
Should I include you in that?
Okay. I'm proud of my outfit, dear. So when I first was walking around with this, he said his exact words were, "So this is now what I have to look at?"
No, that was not my exact words.
What were they? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Okay, let me find Jennifer.
I think mine hated blanket is Rihanna. I'm very bad with names. I apologize. Is 15 pounds, and I think it's a little too heavy for me. I think I should have gotten a 10-pounder. Exactly, Ghosty. She put the heat on. I'd love to get. So, did you guys know that now with COVID, HVAC people are offering some kind of like air cleaning filter when you get a new HVAC. It's like special that also helps with the smoke in the middle of the summer, and then also helps with
It's probably one of the, I think, HELV ones.
yeah, and then helps like with COVID and keep it clean. So that might be something we would get.
Chickenfish says, I'm not so sure about having a plug-in wife.
Okay, they have a new filter. That's very interesting. I like that. I don't think it's like a HEPA filter. Like the lady told me that like it cycles through this thing that cleans the air. Yeah, Jennifer says, does Jess need one?
We're thinking of like using my severance package to replace our central heat and also look into potential for central air, but also replace the water pump. Both of them are well over 20 years, and I've already had to repair the central air.
Yeah, well, the heating system. It's the
For central heat.
Yeah, it's also taped. It's right now put together with duct tape.
It's got when the smoke was coming through, smoke was still I had it on to help clear the smoke out of the air, but it wasn't working. So I taped up every open seam basically, anywhere air can ingest other than from the stairway.
Okay, maybe it is
smoke was coming through the garage.
Yeah, it's on its last leg. So the UV sensor is in the air system. I think that might be it, but I heard that it doesn't work with the speed of the air flows through the duct. Okay, and so Lizzie's saying they're now questioning. So Lizzie's in Australia, and it says someone has to come up with something soon regarding the AC filters. They're questioning whether or not the new UK strain that has arrived here in Australia has been spread through the AC in hotels. Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, and hotels are where people they're quarantining there when they arrive, right? Okay.
But when they were quarantining people here in the hotels, each one had its own separate unit.
Yeah, and then they also did every other one.
Yeah.
On some of them. I don't know. I think we got to price things out and see how it goes with this new job. I mean, I would love to spend all that money and get a new, because it's desperately needed in the house.
I'd like to also look into a tankless water heater, one that can support 2 showers at once, and also potentially look into getting one under a smaller one under the kitchen sink, because that is the farthest outlet or faucet from the heater, and we have to like run it on hot for a minute or two before it even gets hot. So that's a waste of water each time. If I can get the 120 volt, because there's a plug underneath the sink for the garbage disposal. You get 120 volt water heater, put that there and just run cold water through it, not the hot tap.
So, someone says who is it? October says they've got a UV light in their air system. Huh.
Yeah, Harley is very happy. She is a very happy girl. And she ain't afraid of nobody in this house.
Look at, she's so long. Let me see if we can. Long.
She's almost as long as this pad. And this pad looks to be about a foot, maybe a foot and a third. Or a foot and a half.
Yeah, I think they all approve of the new bed. Actually, they all really like it.
Thank you, Catherine. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Catherine. We might want to wait and see for a little bit, but
yeah, she is very long, very loving. She's getting big. I remember when we first got her, she was like this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's so cute. She wouldn't let us touch her or anything.
You know, I still like that one picture where she finally warmed up to me in the bathroom and came out for kisses. And she loved to curl up in my lap.
I was all comfy. Come on over here again. Very cute. Now, can anybody see you? Penny's purring.
You're right, Amanda. That's a pretty guaranteed way to kill off a virus.
What?
Nuke, airflow, and everything else around with it. So, no virus. Your pee may glow for a little bit, though.
We found a new series that we're watching.
Oh yeah, it's what was the other one? The one with the fairies. What was that called?
Faye? No. Tate? I don't know.
Twix. So it was.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. We started watching the series The Magicians. It's
It's
kind
on
of
Netflix.
yeah. It's if you like Harry Potter, you may like it. It's more modern. There's a school for people that have powers, and
It's not as creative as Harry
Yeah.
Potter. It's more straightforward.
yeah, there's no building with moving staircases or moving pictures. It's just a brick and mortar building. So people do walk through mirrors.
Oh, okay. So Mary Jane's watched it. We only watched 1.5 episodes so far, and we enjoyed it. We have gotten into WandaVision. Oh, it gets stranger as it goes on.
In a good way or a bad way, or it's like kind of weird way.
I didn't know it was about a book. So far, I'm finding the characters engaging. Ooh, the books were depressing. No, so far this is not. I hope not, because my mental state doesn't take anything that's negative or depressing.
Nightbot will occasionally say something when we're doing these chats because if there's more than 10 messages in an hour, it gives its message on all the cams. And since we're pretty freaking chatty here, and not on the other cam, you notice it happened right at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, no chicken fish. I don't want anything depressing. I don't know if we're only into 1.5 episodes into it, so. So Ghosties, Inspector.
The other one was called Wix.
No, that's the name of the websites that I've been talking about.
W-I-X.
That's the website. It's Fate. I think it's Fate. F-A-T-E.
The Wix Saga.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Fate, the Wix Saga is another one out there. It's one season. It's about everybody being fairies and having different classes of abilities. Earth fairy, water fairy, air fairy, for example, light fairy. But it gets a little weird too. But
what's Inspector Morse? I haven't heard about that. Oh man, I don't want Mary Jane for it to get dark. Like, I hope it's still like, I really like really good characters. So
yeah, if it's got a good cast and good actors, good casting with the actors.
You look like you're on a scale.
You can go a lot.
Are you on a scale to be weighted? A British crime series. Oh, you know what? On Cormoran Strike. I love the books of Cormoran Strike, and we have HBO now, and so I've started to watch the. I finished like the first 3 episodes of, which was book 1, and I thought it was actually done really well. It adapted really well to the books.
Yeah, just like a lot of shows, it's, some people like it, some people don't. Like, I love Babylon 5. She's like, meh. See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
We talk about this every week. I'm pretty sure Babylon 5 comes up every week about how I don't like it. That show that you and Chris were watching today looked interesting, though. That looked cute.
Jurassic Camp, or something like that.
It's a kids show.
It's an animated show targeting kids. It takes place simultaneously as the second to last as Jurassic World, with the same guy that was in, I can't remember that movie either.
So those characters that you were on today were also in the movies?
Chris Pratt. The movie that Chris Pratt's in, it happens at the same time. The camp on the island with dinosaurs. The kids can go roaming out at night, sneaking out at night, and happen to wander into raptor pens. And, yep. Very predictable plot, kind of, but it seems interesting.
Lizzie, I'm glad you didn't like it either.
Yeah, it's one of those that you kind of like have to bear through the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then it gets really good. Then you're hooked.
Babel of 5.
Yeah, but she won't be able to get through 3 or 4 episodes.
I did like the
I skipped the first 3 episodes.
What was the show that we watched? It was some kind of space show where the ex-husband and wife were the commander and the XO. Oh, that was that
Is it the Mars one?
No, it was on CW. Small starts with a note. Smallville. Small. It was on a ship, and the commander was the ex, and the were ex-wives.
So what was the plot of the story?
It was a space show. I don't know.
We can't remember.
Why? What do you mean the plot? It was a space show. It was on CW. I'll find it. She don't like that.
I noticed. Pandora?
No. It had a green guy in it.
Orville?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Chickenfish got it at the same time. The Orville.
Yeah, I like that. So much so I remember the name. There is no plot to that thing. Oh, so we are interested in watching Superman and Lois, which is next week. No, 2 weeks.
Supposedly Superman and Lois have a family, several kids, and they kept the secret from them. And then there's teen angst because the kids realize, oh my God, you mean my dad, Superman? Prove it. I don't believe you. That's the trailer, in essence. I'm going to have to step out shortly.
Yep. Well, last night I had to go tell him it was time to get off the meeting. We had rat problems and I was freaking out. And they were on for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I like the movie Contagion. I think there's another one dealing with Ebola that comes before that one that was even better for Ebola-like virus.
Ooh. Penny.
The guy is Seth MacFarlane, by the way. Yep.
Yeah, that's the husband, the ex-husband. That's the commander. I mean, how else would you explain it? It's about us. How would you explain the plot?
The Star Trek spoof show. If you said that'd be like Orville.
It's a spoof show.
Yeah, it's spoof. It's kind of like a spoofing off of Star Trek, while trying not to be anything like Star Trek.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it's a slapstick comedy that actually has some very serious plots.
Yeah, I always thought all of them were serious plots, like the egg and the sitting on the egg. Right?
Yeah.
You thought that was a big one. Oh yeah, because they wanted to change the sex.
Yeah, they go into a very deep subplots in these episodes. Outbreak, yeah, that one.
Which one is that one?
That's the one with a virus that nearly wipes out a town, and they're thinking about basically
nuking it.
Yeah,
Oh.
with the closest thing to a nuke that's not a nuke. Okay. I gotta go. Are you gonna stay? Mm-mm. Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the chat.
But you guys,
now.
see you guys this week. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I always enjoy our conversations. It makes me feel better.
I enjoy these too. So let me switch. Okay, there we go. And chat will stay live for a minute or two, so you can say goodbye until the COD goes away and it says this event has ended. Till next time, guys.
Have a good week. Thank you.